Tony D and Little Joe with a screenwriter's rant on Silent Night from John Woo, a movie that has no dialogue and nothing but action. Christmas comes early for Tony D. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. Links in the description. Comedy Horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys, books 1 through 12, available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. Thanks to all who came out to the Woodbury Mews Senior Living Facility for my talks on the Jersey Devil. Went very well. The locals really loved my talk and bought a lot of books, and it was very nice. They were very sweet. All right, let's get into this movie. So, your main character has a loving family, a son and a wife, and then they're playing out in the yard one day, and some gangsters come by and start shooting at each other, and in the crossfire, he is hit and his son is hit. His son dies, and he is left with no voice. His vocal cords are severed. But he recovers otherwise, and then decides he will kill them all. I mean, yes, this is the movie. This is the movie Punisher fans want to see. And he spends a year training until he gets to Christmas, and then he comes for his revenge. And he just kills all these dudes. That's the whole movie. No dialogue. No dialogue. I can't wait. I can't wait. This is going to be epic. It really is. It's called Silent Night because he is silent. It's John Woo, who is great at directing action. And he's just going to kill a S-load of gangsters. Street thugs. I mean, written by Robert Archer Lynn. And you do need a writer. He's got to describe all the action and the things that happen that substitute for dialogue. And I think this is really just going to be a great film. December 1st. I'm glad you pushed it back to December. Lionsgate, I'm going to say it right now. You got a hit. You got a massive hit on your hands. The only problem is it does drop at Christmas, and this is a little harsh for Christmas, but not for me. Oh, I'll go see it. Oh, I'm there. December 1st, I'm totally there. I'm right in the movie theaters. I'm sure it'll be a terrible experience to sit there through the freaking half-hour commercials, but I'll endure. I'll endure for the master, John Woo. When people talk about a movie like this, like the way they're talking about it, you can usually tell it's not BS. When it's BS, you can kind of tell it doesn't ring true. But when it's John Woo, it kind of rings true. This is in his wheelhouse. It looks good. It's different. It forces you as a filmmaker, whether you're doing a film or a comic with no dialogue, it forces you to do more, to show more. And movies are about showing, not telling. Screenwriters, this is going to be one to see. This is absolutely going to be one to see. If you're a screenwriter and you don't go see this movie, I don't know what to tell you, man. This is a movie you have to see. This is absolutely 100% homework. Is this movie going to be bad? I'd be shocked if it was bad. I'd be floored if this movie sucks. Or it wasn't awesome. Even merely not awesome would shock me. It looks like it has all the elements. From the producers of John Wick, those guys know their gunplay. I think those guys know their gunplay. Yeah, they couldn't put Keanu in this role. No way. It would look too much like John Wick. It would essentially be John Wick. Except instead of a dog, instead of a cute little dog, it would be a kid. So, first act, terrible tragedy. Not really a tragedy, a terrible crime. A bunch of gangsters shoot up a family. The father is horribly injured. The son dies. The mother survives. And he gets out of the hospital, and he's just a wreck. He's absolutely obsessed. So he spends a year training, the rest of the year training and recovering. Learns guns, does his homework. And then next Christmas, he's ready, man. He's ready, and he is going to kill them all. And it's going to be glorious. Third act in these movies usually ends with the character either dying. Is that his wife with the machine guns, or is that one of the bad guys? I can't tell. I think maybe his wife gets in on the action, which would make sense. Um, it could be that they both die at the end. Um, you know, this is the kind of movie you don't want to see a sequel to. This is a one and done. You're not going to get a bigger story than avenging his young son. You can't go any bigger than this. There's no bigger story. None. Only if the wife had been killed also. So I think this is a one and done. He kills everybody. And that's it. I think that is her. Maybe that is her. Maybe she helps him. Oh yeah. This is going to be good. This is going to be awesome. This is going to be like, I assume the usual suspects will say, oh, it's toxic male. I'm voting this up. I never vote movies up. I never vote trailers up. Let's see. A grieving father enacts his long-awaited revenge against a ruthless gang on Christmas Eve. Yeah, so it's like a year later he comes back and kills everybody. Fantastic. John Woo, Joel Kinnaman. I mean, what more do I have to say? Watch this movie. Damn it. December 1st. Be there. And that's it for me, Tony D, and Little Joan. Check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble for our more base takes. If you can find a more base take, I say take it. I will be doing a talk with the South Jersey Writers Association on Thursday, and then Saturday, I'll be at the Book Fest in Collingswood. They are predicting some rain. Now, last year they moved it into the high school, so we might be in the high school, but I do have a tent, so if it doesn't rain hard, we might be okay. And the year they moved it into the high school, it wasn't raining all that hard, so we might end up in high school. It was fine. It was fine, so come on out. Hope to see you there. We'll see you in the next one.